Welcome
back
to
the Iron Brothers video podcast.
Nailed it.
That was hype.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, week 3.
Good to have you here.
After 21 days.
Yeah.
We are
week 3.
We are kind of waist deep into, I think, what we would consider the full pool of our training for the mock marathon.
Yeah, maybe knee deep.
Maybe, okay, all right. We're almost...
Thigh deep.
Yeah,
thigh deep.
We're almost a third of the way through with the mock marathon training.
Oh, wow.
Because, it's only 12 weeks.
Yeah, it's coming up quick.
We hit week 4. We're already a quarter of the way, and we are full steam ahead. But with this week, we did 27 miles. Very straightforward. A lot of 4 and 5 mile runs. I think it was 2 4-mile runs and then 1 5-mile run. And then we had our sprint workout, which was only 2 miles. And then we had our big frog today, which was 12 miles. But
I don't think we've even talked about the frog yet.
We haven't.
No.
We haven't. So I think it was our first morning run ever. It was
probably.
5 a.m. And Logan was like, you ever heard that quote? I don't even know who it's by, but it's talking about something about eating a frog and you got to do it right in the morning. I was like, maybe somewhere I've heard it, but I looked up later and it was Mark Twain, and the quote was...
Well, we'll just put it right here.
Yeah, right, kind of in
right
this
here.
spot right here.
Right there?
Yep,
okay.
Between our legs.
Yeah.
But Mark Twain said, if it is your job to eat a frog, it is best to do it first thing in the morning.
And if you have to eat two frogs,
it is best to eat the big one first. So
basically a metaphor for, I guess it can be on a much bigger scale, but at least at the daily scale, if you have something that you're not looking forward to or something hard to do, and you have to do it at some point in the day, it's best to just get it taken care of right away, and then you don't have that weight on your shoulders for the rest of the day. So that's how that run kind of felt, that first morning run, where it was like, okay, we just ate the frog, like that sucked, but we're done with it and we have the rest of the day. So
yeah, that's how I viewed it too. It was like, we're getting up at 5 in the morning. This is probably the last thing I want to do with my morning, but hey, we got to put in the work. We got to eat the frog and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to go play by play with each run for the week and then kind of go from there?
You want me to pull up Strava?
I want you to pull Strava up right here. Just go.
Dang. Strava.
Right here. All right, September 11th. We got a morning run, 4 miles for the morning, 9:54 pace, total time 40 minutes. Pretty easy out and back. We just said, hey, let's go to Panda and back at 6 in the morning. Yep. Casual. Next day, we did 5 miles at a 9:35 pace, a little bit quicker. Got that done in 48 minutes. But this run compared to the last one, I felt pretty fatigued on this 5-miler. I don't know why, but maybe it's just we're getting a good amount of miles under our feet and we're kind of getting to that point of maybe needing an extra rest day in between our kind of like mid-length runs. But overall, 9:35 is a pretty good pace.
Yeah, can't complain about that one. I think that was the morning my stomach was killing me. I just don't think I put anything in it.
Oh,
and it was just awful.
That was the same morning. That was the same morning that you tried goo for the first time.
Oh, we need to bring one of those on here.
I know. Oh, I have them in my car.
Anyways, so Jacob got some
intra-nutrition goos. Which pretty much is like 20-something grams of carbs, 300 milligrams of sodium, and then some amino acids. I don't know the exact amount, but...
It's like a mustard packet for triathletes.
One can put it that way.
For the 5-mile run to get, enough juice. No, it wasn't that morning. Because the morning I had it, I felt good.
Oh, maybe it was the next 4-miler that we did.
Okay, so talk about the next one.
Okay, next 4-miler, 9:46 pace. Again, it was a good pace for us. Going from when we first started was like 10-minute pace. Now we're down to like 9:50s. Now these are coming out like 9:40s. But overall, good run. And then we also, within those days, we had a sprint workout, 2 miles, 1 minute on, 1 minute off for 10 reps, and that was also pretty good. It was pretty tough, though. We had a couple of hills with that.
Yeah, and that was an early morning one. So that was a different experience than we've had in the 5 a.m.s, because for those it'd been a little bit more long distance. So to go like straight to sprinting
at 5 a.m.
was new for my body, at least.
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah.
I'll be real. I hated it.
Pitch black, but we did get to wear the vests.
Oh, shout out Amazon.
We broke those guys out. Yeah, shout out Amazon.
That was clutch.
We were glowing.
The 4 miler. So
yes. So I tried one of these orange goo packs. And the best way to describe it is like consistency of honey, just like a dense, I would hardly even call it a liquid, but it tastes like this very fabricated orange, like factory flavor with a medicinal aftertaste. And I took like a little squeeze of it. You have to squeeze it to like get it out into your mouth. And I almost threw up that morning.
Yeah. The way I would describe it would be like, it's literally maltodextrin and fructose. That's with artificial flavoring. The way that I would describe it to people, it would be like, have you ever seen those videos where it's that pourable sugar that they make the hard rock candy out of? Like while it's still kind of melted before it cools then kind of gets hardened. It's like in that melted state. That's like the texture that you take in. Yeah. And with my experience doing it a couple years ago for the whole half Ironman, like I can put those down in my sleep, but it was your first time. And just kind of getting to see like your response on the face. It was priceless, especially at 6 a.m. I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, but I got it all down because I was like, if this is going to help me through this run, I'm going to do it. So.
And how'd it go?
How'd it feel? The run was great. I felt great. Stomach did not hurt that morning. I had energy. It was one of the better runs of the week, just in terms of the feeling of the body.
Yeah, and I agree. I did one before that run too, and it felt great. It's always nice to get kind of a little kick in the morning. It also has 20 milligrams of caffeine in each one, which keeps you on kind of that high alert, little higher mental capacity. But overall, good kind of finish to the short runs for the week, because our next run went right into kind of our big frog for this week.
The big frog of the week.
Yeah, and we just finished it today.
Today, yes. Yeah. Today's Sunday. We're recording this. Mm-hmm. And how many miles did we do?
We did 12. Technically 12 point. Yes, overall 12.
I think mine says 12.2 if that's what it says here.
Yeah. But 9:38 pace. Tell me about that.
We were cruising. Yeah. I think we started off and it was a little warm and we were still getting warmed up. But once we got into a rhythm and we were chatting and talking and hitting our pace, we just hit this like 9:30 to 9:45 pace and just kept it consistent pretty much the whole time. Yeah. And I think we both felt really comfortable in that spot, not wanting to slow down much more than that. And obviously we didn't want to speed up more than that. So it was pretty prime for both of us, I would say.
Yeah. And I feel like our nutrition during the run too was really good. We were putting in about, I'd say probably 60 to 70 grams of carbs per hour. We were just shy of 2 hours for our run, ending at 156. But we did a goo every 30 minutes. We did some intranutrition carbs via fluids every 10 minutes, kind of every time we hit that mile marker, boom, just a couple sips, keep going. Yeah, I mean, having that nutrition on schedule, like dialed in for the day of the marathon is super, super important. And I think today was kind of a good realization, like, oh, like we can stay on top of this and like we can stay feeling good. Because at the end of the run, even doing 9:38 pace for 12 miles straight, I felt great.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it didn't feel like 12 miles in the moment. I was talking to my wife Caitlin a little bit ago, and we were getting out of the car, and my knees were so shaky. Holy smokes! Yeah, like the legs are definitely gonna feel it tomorrow, but during the run, again, the intranutrition was on point. We kind of
big difference.
Yeah, that was kind of our runs for the week. It was overall, I believe, 27 miles for the week. Another 10% increase compared to last week's runs, total mileage. And so next week, we go from 27 to 31. So those 4 milers that we were doing during the week, those are going to just change to 5. So we'll do 5 mile, 5 mile, 5 mile, and then our speed training, and then our long run. And our long run for this next week is 14 miles.
Ooh.
So we get to
Exciting.
smoothly go right on past that half marathon marker.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that coming up?
Stoked to PR again. It's like weekly PRs, which is fantastic.
Getting all those Strava pins.
10, 12, 14.
I mean, in our
feels
training,
fantastic.
it's going to go up all the way up to 22.
Yeah.
So
And one thing I said to Jacob today is I catch myself saying, I feel better than last week. Like, it does feel a lot better. Aside from the day this week when my stomach wasn't doing too hot. It feels like every week is still, like, my legs feel a little bit fresher. They're still constantly sore, but they are feeling more and more fresh, and the distances are getting, like, more and more manageable.
yeah.
And hopefully, if we keep things in check, taking care of our bodies and making sure we're stretching and doing all that stuff pre and post runs, then hopefully I will keep saying, felt better than last week. Felt better than last week.
Yeah.
And that means that there is growth. So
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing to be saying.
Yeah, I haven't hit these miles per week since like my senior year of cross country. So
Wow.
it's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
6 years ago. Time flies. But yeah, no, my hips, I know this last week they're starting to get a little bit more tighter. So trying to really emphasize that hip mobility stuff every day. Even if I get done with work after 12 hours, it's like I got to put in 10 minutes of hip mobility exercises. So just kind of staying on top of that throughout these next 8 to 9 weeks. It's going to be super, super important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, during our long run too, we got to listen to the Seahawks game too. And
They got the W.
They got the dub today
Shout out
in
the
OT.
Hawks.
In OT.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a little Tyler Lockett going for the...
beautiful catch.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
But it kind of goes into the segue of like, it's not always complete silence on our runs, and we try to fill it with conversation, but it's hard to talk for 2 hours straight on a run, and it can be mentally kind of draining. And so having that white noise of the Seahawks game on a radio station, that's all it takes.
Passed the time really well.
Yeah, I think that's what another kind of marker of why the run felt like it went so fast was we were kind of just listening to the game. Yep. But overall, great week of training. I think coming up, I go to California next weekend, so a little bit of a challenge in terms of like trying to figure out our runs. I think we're going to try to squeeze 4 out of the 5 runs before I head out on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think when I get back Sunday afternoon, we'll hit the long run.
Okay.
Super excited about, but kind of goes into the work-life balance of trying to figure out how to fit all of these in. Yeah. And I wish we had the availability like the pro athletes do in this, where it's like, I'll get up at 8 a.m. We'll go do this workout right now, and then in the afternoon we'll hit kind of a strength training workout.
And then cryotherapy, and then
Yep, and then and then the next day we'll go do like a 3-day trip and just do our bike rides and all these. It's like, man, the dream. But we're doing it. We're both hardworking full-time workers, and we're getting those 5 a.m.s in because frankly our schedules don't fit with it being in the afternoon and the evenings. It just doesn't. Yeah, overall we're still figuring it out. We're only 3 weeks in, but I mean, we're staying pretty consistent and pretty disciplined with it. We haven't missed a run in the past 3 weeks, and I don't plan on missing a run for the next 9. So
anything to plug before we wrap up?
Anything to plug? Yes. Shameless, unshameless, official, unofficial. We got a new sponsor. So we do have GRÂCE already on board. So they're kind of our main training apparel for the duration of the mock marathon and the Ironman. But shout out Spencer Panis. All of his links will be below. New sponsor alert. We got a local company that I've tried for the past probably 5 months. I wanted to make sure I really tried out their product. I really like it. They're called Or Beekeeper. It's a raw, natural, unfiltered honey here locally sourced in, I think, Lafayette and Amity.
Oregon.
Yep. Amazing flavors. They come out with either just regular honey, or you can even get dipsticks. That you can take on the go. And so I think that's going to be a great intra-nutrition kind of supplement that will also kind of integrate into our training. But super happy.
Do they have an online shop?
They sure do. I think it's just
Awesome.
orbeekeeper.com.
Okay.
They also have an Instagram too. Their socials will be linked in the
Yep.
bio as
Check out
well.
below.
Overall, super happy to get them on board. It's one of my good buddies from work, Matt. He just started the company not too long ago. It hit the ground running. I'm super happy for the success that he's already had. And just being a locally sourced business, we love small town businesses. That's what
100%.
that's what we kind of strive for and what we're looking for, that we want to align our vision with. And so super happy to have them join the team and join the process. I know they'll definitely be a contribution to our nutrition for sure.
Absolutely. Super grateful to have them partner.
But yeah, that's kind of all we got. But we finally lived up to our promise of giving you guys some good intra running content. So I'll let Logan kind of explain what we did. And
More to come. We just got a GoPro on the run, and here are a few shots of that mile by mile. I don't know if the audio is any good, but here it is.
oh yeah,
What are we doing today?
Good flashing. 12 miles. Hopefully like 9:55 pace.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
We got our electrolytes, we got our goos, our carbs. It'll be good. I'm excited. Oh baby. 2 miles, 9:55 pace. Feeling good.
Forgot the 1 mile mark, but that's 2 miles right there.
10 to go. 9:58. Good time. Gotta love it.
Getting the goo in mile 3. Mile 4. Feeling good. Can't beat the view.
9:38 pace. Legs are warming up. Let's do it.
Mile 5.
All 5 done. 9:36 pace.
Cruising.
Legs aren't even feeling it yet, so we feeling good.
Chilling.
Yep. Mile 6 done. 9:40.
Doing good.
7 down, 5 to go. I think it was like a 9:48 pace, a little slower, but feeling good.
Yeah.
Overall.
Good rhythm, good pace. Mile 8.
4 to go. 9:30 pace. Feeling great. I mean, the legs are getting a little bit stiff, but I mean, overall, our mile times keep ticking down and down, so super happy with this run. 9 miles down, 3 to go. 9:32 pace for mile 9. Legs still feeling good. How you feeling?
Feeling great. Absolutely. I feel fresh, energized.
10 miles down, 2 to go. 10 mile with a 9:38 pace. Starting to feel a little bit tighter, but again, it just feels like a great run. Nutrition is great. Putting in about 50 to 60 grams of carbs per hour, so overall, I'm enjoying it.
Just hit mile 11.
What did I say? 9:38 pace. Yeah,
So pretty consistent.
yeah. Staying between that like 9:35, 9:40 pace.
All done. 12 miles.
12 miles last mile, 9:40 pace. Finished 1:55.54. Right on pace.
Light work.
Time to rest.
Got to get a stretch in.
Hi, Mika.
We'll record the video tonight.
Sticky. Oh, baby.
Just wrapped up. Be ready for the video tonight. And
Baby, it's gonna be a good one.
yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Awesome. Yeah. And again, great long run. We got our miles in for the week and we'll hit the ground running for next week. Yeah.
Stay tuned. More talking from us, more hopefully videos from the runs. As we get more used to this, I think you'll see a little bit more of like the day-to-day process, and maybe even at some point we can do like full day from one of us filmed.
Dang.
Potentially.
That would be hype.
Something like that day in the life. I don't know.
That would be super cool.
Yeah.
But thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Yeah. Iron Brothers out.
Peace.
Just like that, baby. Come on.